Got milk? Hi friends, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, it is my dream to be an entertainer. So if you are at all entertained by this video, please like, comment, and consider subscribing for more content. So first, elephant in the room. Yes, my hair is completely washed out. That is a story all on its own, and perhaps I will make that video one of these days. But I wanted to get something out for September. Missed the mark already. It's October 1st. What are you gonna do? So I've been very busy, which is a good thing. But to answer your question, I'm getting my hair done next week. So
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. So why am I making this video? Well, a lot of people find my voiceover tips and stuff helpful or at least entertaining. I've got a lot of people who have said thanks, they watched it, like actually in person and stuff as well. And so I figured this actually is a really relevant topic that not a lot of people talk about, and it's not really important or controversial as some other things. So I feel safe kind of discussing it in my realm of professional opinion. So this is actually a blog that I wrote a while ago that I am incorporating into this video. So if you see me reading, that's why. I'm still trying to get down, how do people do they just memorize stories? I'm really thinking like true crime. Like if you've ever watched a video where there's like a lot of facts and dates and stuff, it's like there's no way they memorized that, but it looks like they're looking straight into the camera. So I'm trying to do that, but if you see me looking down, it's because I'm reading from a script. So apologize, I will get better at that. Most of my story time's gonna be off the cuff and I'm just gonna have bullet points to remember some details. But since it's a story about my life, it's a lot easier to remember. And this is actually like scientific evidence and stuff that I quote. So I need to make sure that I have the information accurate. So if you are actually curious, this comes from the blog post, Let's Spill the Tea, that I wrote in March 3rd of 2019. I will have a link in the description if you are interested in reading either this article or seeing any of the other articles I've written. So if you've ever done voiceover work, either for a podcast, or maybe you are a voice actor, or you even do YouTube videos, you always know to stay hydrated. That's been a meme lately. And there's just the idea of don't be thirsty is a really good tip. So as they say, you should stay hydrated to drastically avoid a mouth noise by drinking water at least 2 hours before your recording session to actually hear the difference. I personally suffer from a lot of mouth noise. I actually got all 4 of my wisdom teeth removed, and I had a cyst growing underneath one of them that could potentially grow and break my jaw, so I had to have that taken out, and because of that I have a little bit of nerve damage, which really makes me hold my mouth a little bit differently than I have in the past, and I've noticed I have more mouth noise because of that, unfortunately. I'm working around it and I'm trying my best, but sometimes it's just unavoidable. However, best practice is stay hydrated, drink lots of water, and actually you're supposed to drink like that at least 2 hours beforehand. You really want to drink the night before to be ready for the next day. You're really not supposed to wait till last minute to drink, which is what I often do. But basically, there are some VO rules that are timeless, and staying hydrated is probably one of the top basic concepts. Disclaimer, water is king, okay? Straight H2O is the best option for you. Not juices, not sodas, definitely not energy drinks, water, okay? And if you can't stomach the taste, and I don't care what people say, water definitely has a taste, flavored water is acceptable. A lot of people say stay away from the carbonated drinks, but we will get to that. So I am not arguing this statement, okay? Water is the best drinking fluid, end of story. But what really grinds my gears is not when people simply say things that we've accepted as fact. I'm guilty of this myself. It's the attitude behind what they say. It's not just that water is best. It's, I'm superior because I drink water and you are literal mud for not cutting literally every other fluid out of your daily lifestyle. Now, do all experts / coaches / public figures say it like this? No, of course not. But some do. and I'm here to do some myth busting. Myth 1. Milk causes mucus. We've all heard it. Avoid dairy at all costs, else your throat will fill with nasty phlegm. The truth is that there is no scientific research showing that milk produces mucus in the airways or the throat. While some doctors believe that milk thickens saliva, quote, it does not cause the body to produce more mucus or phlegm, unquote. In fact, quote, frozen dairy products can soothe a sore throat. Now, I know. Scandal, right? But the truth is, actual studies have been conducted and there has been no documentation to prove this myth, as seen in source number 4. Only rampant rumors that affects us mentally, like a twisted placebo effect. And before you go all science-y on me, casein, the protein contained in milk that increases mucus secretion, occurs in the digestive tract, not the respiratory system. Granted, milk does mix and create a thickening sensation of our saliva, which can potentially have adverse effects when recording voiceover, such as prominent mouth noise, which is most likely where this little tip originated. Don't drink milk, your mouth will sound sticky. Am I condoning that you drink a glass of milk before entering the studio? Of course not. Again, listen to my disclaimer earlier. However, semantics are important. Studies have shown that milk is actually better than water when rehydrating after a workout. But if we're told to avoid dairy consumption altogether for fear of increased mucus, we could be missing out on a health benefit. This is why getting the facts is important. Myth number 2. Diuretic drinks cause dehydration. You might not have heard this one phrased this way, but you probably have heard that you're not supposed to drink coffee and other delicious beverages before entering the studio. There are probably a few reasons for this, one of which being myth number 1, as most people probably don't drink coffee black. Side note, sugar is also not great for the whole mucus situation, and it's ironic that sucking on hard candy is often suggested as a temporary fix for a dehydrated mouth, but in their defense, they usually follow it up with switching to sugar-free to be calorie conscious. The main reason this is stated is due to the belief that caffeinated drinks dehydrate you. Again, flavored water with caffeination kind of fits in with this, right? The caffeine dehydrates you. Truth. They may cause the need to urinate, but they don't appear to increase the risk of dehydration. Now, again, am I suggesting that you should forgo life-saving water for some worm dirt? No. My point is merely to illuminate a misconception. Now, the first question probably is, what is a diuretic? Well, according to Google Dictionary, it is an adjective, chiefly of drugs, causing increased passing of urine. The medications are often called water pills, and they help rid your body of salt or sodium and water. Thus, dehydration is a possible side effect of diuretics because dehydration occurs when you use or lose more fluid than you take in. If you don't replace lost fluids, you will get dehydrated. See source 8. Correlation does not imply causation. Yes, caffeine is a diuretic. Frequent urination without sufficient water consumption can cause dehydration. This does not mean that caffeine causes dehydration. Insufficient intake of fluids causes dehydration. The National Center for Biotechnology Information houses an interesting review by Moggen, R.J., and Griffin J. that even goes so far to say as, quote, this is a long one, doses of caffeine equivalent to the amount normally found in standard servings of tea, coffee, and carbonated soft drinks appear to have no diuretic action. Conclusion. The most ecologically valid of the published studies offers no support for the suggestion that consumption of caffeine-containing beverages as part of a normal lifestyle leads to fluid loss excess of the volume ingested or is associated with poor hydration status. Therefore, there would appear to be no clear basis for refraining from caffeine-containing drinks in situations where fluid balance might be compromised. In other words, a cup of joe in the morning is not going to throw your entire system off kilter. That's the only point I'm trying to make. Want more fun quotes from other people way smarter than me? Okay. This myth originated from a study conducted in 1928. Quote, It involved just 3 people and only revealed that when these people abstained from caffeine for more than 60 days, all it took was about a half cup of coffee to increase urination. I encourage you to read this entire article by Alexa Erickson. It's a fun read, and she even found a study that proved your favorite caffeinated drink still does its job of hydrating you. It is still flavored bean water, after all. So, in summary, drink water, kids. It's good for you, and there's no workaround. Water is hands down the best option. But don't freak out that you can't enter your booth for that last-minute audition that just popped up because you had an afternoon cup of tea. It's not like waiting 30 minutes after you eat before swimming. Wait, yes it is, because that's just a myth too. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know it's a little bit different than what I've been saying I'm going to do of storytelling and everything. I really do love researching and stuff. So if you like this kind of thing, leave a comment down below what information or question you have that you'd like for me to do some research and find the truth on, especially if it has anything to do with a voiceover, or costuming, sewing, video games, anything like that. I promise I will be back with some story times that are salacious, or at least entertaining, I think. I just have to get some free time back. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Remember that you are loved, you are worthy, and whatever you are struggling with today will pass. Until next time, stay crazy.